position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Just a few games remaining. They're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Finds the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man, it's Jackson. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best.
There he goes. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Volunteers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
To the air, it's Knight. Get it out on the screen. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he'll be brought down.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
This is a designed run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
First and goal, Tennessee.
This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Slams it ahead. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers the space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate play.
They believe in their running game on third and goal here. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down.
Man, what a job by this defense. What a response. Not the ideal start, but they come down the field, get a goal line situation, third and goal, and you bow your necks, and you're physical, and you get the big stop, and this crowd is hype.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the end zone. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They'll give it to the back. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Quarterback making checks. Smith wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Dennis. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. LSU right back to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Dennis. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it inside the 25. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll try the run. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Smith dropping the pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on fourth down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a
Two-possession game, you're relying on your defense to make a play. Strip the ball. Come up with the interception. Anything to get the ball to your own offense, and they get to pick. Now let's see if they can score. Okay, the Clemson offense is back on the field. Running out of time like this. As they throw the ball. Then if he gets to everything away from him, what do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball in the traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the line away from pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens when this next down.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Knight. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Running to Green. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Boise State is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Kellen Moore out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 11 over Hawaii. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Knight. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Vols are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed, and it doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
Wants to throw again. This time he's got his man.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Volunteers will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give from the gun. Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Smith wants to throw. Under fire. The short hands. It's Dennis. Hard running there. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Fires to the big fella. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Using his legs to buy some time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown LSU! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants, and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called, so good luck stopping this game.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Lets it fly. Snatches it on the right. Open spaces. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
To the air on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw it back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are, I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field where he goes. Great job by the defense understanding that.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Smith dropping to pass. Release to the back. This time on target. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
So now it's second and long.
Green 25.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably at a field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. From the gun. Buys a little time. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the... Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Might as well give it to him again. At the 40, there he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 10 over UTSA. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Knight. He wants to go deep. He's got it. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Vols moving quickly to the line.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He's going to fire deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
They'll try the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Smith wants to throw. That's caught. It's Dennis. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
LSU trying to convert a fourth down. He might want another play. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Touchdown, Tiger! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here is the Tennessee offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defense.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab on the shot. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Vols headed quickly to the line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Plucks it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Volunteers are on the move. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Here's a heat. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the move, it's Morris. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Play the analytics here, and you go for two. He'll set up to throw. Grabs it in the middle. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Running back searching for a hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive balance.
Smith dropping to pass. With the catch, it's Dennis. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Ready to fire from the pistol. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
LSU 38, Tennessee 13.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. On the move, he fires. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Rush is on him. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Buying some time. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. The 40. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
How about the defensive line? You know what? They're so athletic, they might as well be called running backs. They were running backs in another life. Probably should be anyways. Look at how he scoops up the football, makes a play, chews up yardage, almost houses that puppy. What a great athletic play.
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break.
Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Slithers into space.
The return is tackled down at the 37, and the Tennessee offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. This guy is putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's just no way to stop him. The defense hasn't had answers. It's throw it to him short, he can make plays. It's throw it to him long. You got to do something to slow this guy down right now because he is absolutely killing this defense.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Good timing on the quick out. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs.
Good enough for a 1st down.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Smith wants to throw. Got a man. It's Dennis. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Alvarado. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
That's reeled in. It's Alvarado. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense.